Now, next thing we want to talk about are a term that everybody's familiar with, and it's called a commercial, which is really your sales message. It's the sales portion of your message, and we're big believers in mixing content with sales. But again, when you're talking about going after an audience that's very, very targeted, the line between sales and content is blurred or non-existent. And you can do that with things like demos, with tips and tricks, and with things, let's call it infotainment. But the big thing is, if you're interested in a certain topic, let's say it's photography, and you're interested, you've heard about the latest camera, and you go see a video where somebody demonstrates this camera and then said, hey, you can get it here at a special deal. Is that a commercial? No, that's valuable information. I bought, this is Mike, this is no cuss word. I bought a $2,000 shrink wrapper off of the internet based on a 3-minute video where they demonstrated how the shrink wrapper worked. This is back when we were doing our own DVDs and duplicating them and shipping them. And I bought this thing based exclusively on watching a 3-minute video on YouTube showing how the thing worked. Now, was that a commercial? Well, if I wasn't interested in a shrink wrapper and I was forced to watch it, yeah, it's a commercial. But since I was looking for a shrink wrapper, I wanted to see how it worked, and I wanted to see one in action to know if it was going to meet my needs. All of a sudden, that was very valuable information that helped me to make a $2,000 decision. So you can still think of them as commercials, but if you think in terms of demos, you think in terms of tips and tricks in relation to something like a piece of software, a service, a physical product, all of a sudden it takes it out of that realm of commercial I want to skip to cool info I want to watch right now. Mike?
Yeah, that's the difference between narrowcasting and broadcasting, because what the definition of broadcasting and the reason commercials exist in free television, and what nothing's free, but the reality but the reality is that's the price of getting the signal, the content delivered into your television, is the fact that when they can prove they have a list or an audience or viewers, then they can get advertisers to broadcast their sales message. And that's what ad agencies do. My customers were all ad agencies, the creative people who would create advertising messages and branding and image advertising, which was big on television, meaning it wasn't a direct sales message like we do. We're doing mostly direct sales message. We know our targeted audience because we're narrowcasting. A great example is you don't run McDonald's commercials at a vegetarian convention. I mean,
yeah, but I'd run them right after an ad about working out.
Well, that's targeting your audience and knowing that your list is targeted. So the bottom line is the internet is still television. However, it has the magic of narrowcasting, the magic of databasing, tracking, and testing. And so one quote I heard, the internet is the cheapest place in the world to fail. Television and radio, however, is a very expensive place to fail because you're broadcasting. They used to say, half of my advertising working, the other half isn't. We just don't know which half. So you have to buy both halves in that old technology. In the internet, when it doesn't work, stop. Jim?
I just went off set for a second because I was telling Nancy to be ready for questions here in a minute. We are going to cover questions in the chat box in just a minute. Couple other things though. Here's your great term, other stuff. There were some things that didn't need their own chat point main slide, but TV host. Let's talk about who's the TV host. The TV host is you. And I know that some people get worked up about this, get worried about this, but you can be any kind of TV host you want. You can be funny, you can be serious, you can be weird. In other words, be all the things like Mike and I are. You can have a cool hat. I mean, Mike doesn't have a cool hat like this. You can have a cool puppet. Mike is, you can have a cool puppet like Smacker here. Actually, you can't because Smacker's copyrighted, right, Smacker? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. But the point is, and how'd you like, don't envy Smacker. How'd you like your stand to be an empty Corona bottle? But the point is, you can be any kind of host you want, and I guarantee that if you're going after a niche market, somebody's going to pay attention. Somebody's going to be interested. So don't worry about that. Look at Mike and me. I mean, we got faces made for radio, but we're out here on the tube. The other thing is frequency. Let's talk, and then I'm going to have Mike talk to you about the set. You can see my set. My set is my office. This is where I actually do my work. This is my computer where I play my video games when I'm not playing Xbox. The frequency, I will tell you, is you should be publishing a video a couple times a week. Now, to be able to publish at least a couple times a week, you got to be able to do it fast. And the fastest way, when you know how to do it right, is talking head video. You don't have to put together PowerPoints. You don't have to put together all this stuff. You figure out what you're going to say. You say it. Well, you know, figure out what you're going to say, hit record, say it, hit stop, put it up there on the web, and start getting viewers on it. So frequency, you need to be doing this a couple times a week at a minimum for a lot of reasons. One, to establish your brand. Number two, to stay in contact with your viewers, and also to help you build a viewership, and also to get yourself up to bat to make some money. So Mike, why don't you talk for a second about your set, and basically what some people's options are.
Well, you know, as simple as setting at your desk like you're doing, Jim, is a great way to do it. You know, one of the things that we don't want people to get hung up on is like, you know, shooting green screen, because, you know, in fact, you did a SmackDown just the other Friday about how shooting green screen has its uses, but for the most part, for the beginner, don't waste your time on it. You can find beautiful backgrounds and areas that you can shoot in outside. Beautiful sunny day, in front of a golf course, in front of a house, a beautiful sunset going down, at a lake, at a beach. I mean, there's a gazillion beautiful places that make wonderful, colorful backgrounds, or as simple as sitting at your desk. I named my blog From the Desk of Mike Stewart 5 years ago because I wanted to set the establishment that people could sit at their business desk and talk to a camera and start building relationships with people. So you're sitting,
Right.
Now, right here, what I've got, I went and bought a $200 desk right here at a office furniture store. I went to iRoomDividers.com, this little mahogany background, and I set a plant here. And there's my set. I mean, you know, less than $300.
Is there anything under your desk, Mike?
Get out of here! Shoot!
Get out of here, piggy!
So
Shoot, pig! Now, a word from our sponsor. And so, today's Jim and Mike show is sponsored by Talking Head Video Profits. Introducing the all-new Talking Head Video Profits course, your complete solution for how to create, post, and promote with talking head videos quickly and easily. We teach you everything from which hardware to use, what to say, how to say it, and how to use talking head video to make sales, captivate subscribers, and so much more. So if you want to get started with online video, or you're already doing online video and you want to take your current blog or sales letter videos to the next level, then Talking Head Video Profits is exactly what you need to create and post profitable full motion videos fast. Log on to talkingheadprofits.com for more information. And Mike,
do it today.
That's right. Seriously, guys, you need to log on. You need to check out Talking Head Video Profits, because that is going to teach you what you need, the nuts and bolts mechanics, and we're adding to it. We've gotten, I mean, you spoke, we heard you. People said, hey, not only is this teaching me how to do the videos, but I need some help with traffic. That's why we're adding traffic resources with this webinar, number one, and we're going to be adding other stuff as well. So if you want to know how to use video to get traffic, you want the unvarnished, real story, not the big BS thing where all you want to do is hold up your own sign that says, cut the crap. Then you need to be on this webinar, because we're going to lay it out for you real. We're going to lay it out for you in a way you can understand that people who are non-techies really can get it. So I would really encourage you, if you're interested in doing Talking Head Video, you need to check out TalkingHeadVideoProfits.com.